Oh, hi. I know what a real comedy fan wants. You want to talk to real comedians just like me. So call now, 646-710-0949, and talk to real comedians in your area just like me. I know what a real comedy fan wants. I know all of their desires. So pick up the phone right now and call a comedian.
The hottest takes from the hottest comedians every Wednesday night live from the green room of the Stand Comedy Club in New York City.
If you're 18 years or older, comics are standing by to talk to you. You want to talk about current events, music, news, sports, life, boys, girls, make sure to call the Bathhouse.
Real comedians, real comedy, real fun.
Call in to the Bathhouse every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. 646-710-0949. Local charges may apply. Call now, boys. Is that too gay?
I mean,
pretty gay.
Yeah. Mild flat tank, nigga. Just turn up. Look. Hey, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Then they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Bathhouse, live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. from the Stand Comedy Club Green Room, sometimes from the Stand Studios, as in last week. Apologies for being late. We're waiting on Chris Scopo, but joining us in the meantime, we were starting without him. We got Michael Goode on the show. First time on the show, and returning, Geo Perez.
What's up,
you're
everybody?
the only first-timer here, so you're the only one who needs to know the ground rules. Ground rules being that, one, don't dox. Just don't read people's names off the caller display. And then you can hang up on anybody for any reason.
how would I do that?
There'll be a red button here, just like a hang up
sweet,
button.
okay.
And then and we got Gilly working on actually making us a new thing. And then also, if you want to super chat $5 or more, hang up. We will hang up on the guest. First call of the night. Welcome to the Bathhouse. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, how we doing? My name is Carl.
Carl, how's it going? Oh, Chris Scopo, everybody. How's it going, Carl? It's all good. It's raining out. Yeah. What's up, Carl?
Not bad. Oh, not bad. Yeah. Oh, you guys are. Yeah, because you guys are in like Brooklyn.
We are in Manhattan.
Something like that.
We are in Manhattan, Union Square area, to be specific.
Getting some rain down there.
Oh, yeah, big time. That's why we were late. It was
Nice.
God's will. So what's up, Carl?
Oh, no, hell yeah. I'm in Massachusetts. A lot of rain. Well, it's like light rain now, but
Yep.
fucking how the hell? I don't really have much for you, fella. I was gonna try to make you guys laugh with
With your
try to be
rain.
as retarded.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. That weather talk was
What the fuck
outta here with that bullshit.
What is my dad called?
I just wanted to hear myself on YouTube.
Because that rain is really something.
It's like he was trying to build a relationship with us to like get something going, but he's
Something.
bringing up the boring as shit.
Get to the point, people. Hello. You're on the Bathhouse.
Turn down the YouTube.
Turn down your speakers. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? Who are we speaking with?
sorry, I dropped the phone. You guys there?
Yeah, we're there. What's up?
I want to be on the live stream.
You're on, man. What do you want to talk
my
about?
Let's fucking talk about Kamala Harris. What's going on?
She picked her vice president today,
I guess so.
Tim Walz. I watched his little speech. He
Threw a shot at JD Vance.
with the couch.
Who didn't
little
fuck a couch
guy.
as a kid, though?
I mean, he didn't even.
What's
That's the
going
thing,
on
though.
with the
Is like
couch thing? I think they made that up.
they did make it up. Someone just posted on Twitter. They go from pages 179 to 181 of Hillbilly Elegy, J.D. Vance said that he put a rubber glove inside of 2 couch cushions and fucked it. But then, like, you can go look. It's not in the book. Like, someone straight up just made it up. It's a funny joke.
That's actually from my book, Tales from Jail, Scared Straight.
Is that what you guys did in jail? Just a fucking glove?
But that sounds like
I thought you
a
fucked
fifi.
dudes in jail.
No. That's prison.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
It would be interesting if he did all this political stuff to distract from that. Like, I had a kid in my high school who, like, there's a rumor that he got a dog to lick peanut butter off his balls.
Yeah.
And then he became, like, a professional surfer. And I feel like it was in spite of that rumor going around.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes things can motivate you that way, but...
Hey, buddy, who you voting for? Come on, tell the truth here.
I think we know.
Yeah, anybody that's listening
I think
to
anyone who
this,
calls this show.
No, we have people who call... No, honestly...
You got some gays on the coming on the
we
show?
do have Democrats who call in.
Wow, I just call them gay.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's why you're going to lose, man. But
Well, can I ask a question, guys?
yeah, go ahead.
Did they not pick Shapiro because he's Jewish or what?
That is a theory.
It's a theory. Yeah,
that is
there's
certainly
never
a
been
theory.
a Jewish.
Is it a theory or is it just fact?
There's never been a Jewish president or vice president.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a joke that there's never been a Jewish president, but every president's boss has been Jewish.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The cabal.
I mean,
Cabal is Jewish. Yeah.
It's a
the
Jewish
Federal
word.
Reserve
It's a
Bank.
Hebrew word. Cabal. Yeah. There was Joe Lieberman was the vice president, I believe.
He ran for
or
vice
ran
president.
for vice president.
He
excuse me.
he didn't get it.
Vice president, and no, because Josh Shapiro was like in the lead big time last week. He like if you.
Did anything come out?
Well, he apparently potentially covered up a murder of a woman.
All right.
Dude, this woman was stabbed.
Who hasn't?
This
though?
woman was stabbed 20 times. I guess I didn't even know this until today, but it was a friend
Jewish
of his.
guy would never do something like
Correct.
that. Come on.
But it stabbed 20 times, and it was ruled as a suicide.
Nice.
Yeah, and then he basically, when he was 20, he went over and like volunteered for the IDF.
Okay.
The Israeli army, essentially, for like a summer or something. So then, and
The summer's funny. It sounds like camp or something. You're like,
Camp Mossad.
basically, but so then, there's a lot of people who are calling
Do you
Joe
think when
Biden
they're
genocide
like,
Joe, and
when they're like, hey, you might be fucking vice president, the people are like, fucking yes. They're at the back of their head. They're like, oh shit.
yeah, the murder.
I fucking murdered.
Well, that's the thing, though. This rumor has been kind of floating around since before today. So I don't know if this is the thing that disqualified him. I mean, her husband is Jewish. Kamala Harris's husband is Jewish, but Joe Biden was getting called Genocide Joe by everybody on the left, like on the further left. So probably you're losing a chunk of voters. But then now here's the thing, because everybody's like, well, they just lost all the Jewish voters. But I really don't think they did, because Jews are like similar to black people, where they're just like kind of hardwired to vote Democrat.
So she went from Montel Williams
Yeah.
to that black
But
judge
the Jews have
to a
be set up
Jew.
with it.
So
Correct.
she definitely fucked her way to the top. That's
Hey.
100%.
I used to-
That's fucking
A
your way to
person
the
of
top.
color saying that. Not me.
I used to date Montel Williams' daughter.
Did you?
Yeah, for 4 years.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious.
Did you smoke weed with him?
No, but I've hung out with him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Dude,
I
he
bet.
has-
I mean, all he does is smoke weed.
Yeah,
the best.
He has great weed. I've smoked his weed.
Yeah, well, that's his whole
Pretty phenomenal
identity.
weed.
Is
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like a 60-year-old who loves weed now.
He loves weed. Yeah,
Well, he was
That is
sick, right? He had like
hilarious.
MS or
yeah.
something.
He still does.
He still has it.
Yeah, he
but
still has
he's
MS.
he got.
He's really like skinny now, right?
He's like skinny Jack though. Like, I honestly, I would not want to fuck with him.
No.
He was lieutenant commander in the Navy.
Yeah.
was
yeah,
he
pretty big
immediately
deal.
cool with you fucking his daughter? Like, was there any? Did he give you any like speeches or anything? Was it all just?
No, it wasn't like that. No, it was more like we like hung out, but we went to like. It's weird when like you're a celebrity and you have a kid. You don't like just hang out on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like my mom's at my house right now chilling with my dog. That doesn't happen. Like
Sure.
you got to call his assistant to make a dinner reservation, and then you got to go to the
Hey,
dinner
guys.
reservation, and
Yeah.
then you go.
What's up, man?
Do you think there's going to be another attempt on Trump? What do you guys think about that?
Absolutely.
Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say no.
No,
just
no,
'cause-
100%.
Or do you think that
100%.
maybe a
fucking
retaliation
second
on
one?
the other side?
I think.
I mean, here's
think
the
it's gonna
thing.
be more poison.
Here's the thing: is the attempt on Trump was before Joe Biden stepped down, or like is not running, and at the time
Who-
he had a
who fucking came up with that?
who came up with what?
It's a little bit fishy.
I mean, the timing of
circumstances
Biden
around.
stepping down or not running was like incredible because it literally went from everybody talking about the assassination to nobody talking about it. Like it was like we're all just like, oh, now it's Biden less than a week later. But the gap between Kamala Harris and Trump is so small right now. I mean, some people have her ahead.
Can I be honest?
So like they don't
I-
need to kill
I
him.
don't know. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well,
Because like everyone was like, she's the worst vice president in the history of vice presidents, and now
Yeah.
she's like, this lady.
I mean,
is the
I
future.
watched her speech introducing Walz tonight, and it was like a fucking packed arena in Philly.
I'm not saying it not, but it's like, what's true?
Well, I don't know. I tend to ignore, not that the betting markets are necessarily the high water mark of this stuff, but I look at the betting markets and it's really close. Like some of them, I believe, predict it, which is the one that the most money gets bet on. I think she's leading right now.
I was
But
talking.
that could be fake numbers. and
No,
shit
no,
like
because
that.
No,
she's
the
on
Vegas. Yeah,
No,
Vegas.
this is,
you're
this is
talking about-
Vegas.
oh,
This is
okay,
legitimately
okay.
just
I thought
people
like something
This
on
is
like
people
CNN
putting
or
this is
like
people
News.
putting their money where their mouth is.
I was talking to.
So and it's 54 cents for Kamala Harris, Donald Trump 48 cents.
I was talking
RFK,
to
2 cents.
Stefano, who's friends with like Steve Cohen, who owns the Mets, who's a big hedge fund guy, and he was like, they're all preparing for Kamala to be president. They think Kamala's gonna be
But
president.
did they do
will
the same
not
thing
be-
with Hillary though? Weren't like a lot of people?
I mean, that was
But
that
those
was like
were-
Russia. That was like USA beating Russia in the Olympic. It was never going to happen.
Yeah, and that again, the polls are like polls can be misleading because
Because World Star Hip Hop is pro-Trump. You look at the comments, the posts.
Yeah.
So the hood's with this on Trump's side right now.
now, not to sound racist,
Yeah,
how
but
much
accor-
does the hood actually get out and vote?
Yeah, according to the hood,
How
you
much-
don't
how
have
much-
computers.
how
A
much
lot
does-
of them. Yeah.
But like,
According
how
to the
much-
governor, you don't have computers to vote.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
computer?
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Like, do they even have do they even have ID? But like, they don't even know where to get ID, from what I've understand. But
You don't need ID.
yeah, that's true. You don't need ID.
That's my problem. Is that's how I decide what's going on. Is like I'm like, okay, Geo knows about the hood. The hood's voting for Trump. I go so based off of what I hear from
because
three
you
I
have
guess
people.
my question is,
He's a felon. You can't vote.
but
Yes,
how,
I can in New York.
Yeah, in New York. But that's what I'm saying. How many of them are like, I like Trump, and then on election day they're like, I'm not fucking going to vote.
Yeah,
That is true.
That's my real question.
That
I
is-
don't know.
that is truly racist.
Because the fucking 20-year-old chicks in college who are like, I like Kamala Harris, they're all going to vote. They're not staying home.
I've heard
Every
people even
hood
say
guy I talk to
there might be a second pullout of
is
Kamala.
voting Trump.
No way.
People
No,
are like,
I-
they're
I-
gonna,
I-
they're
You know what I've heard?
The
I've
double
heard
pullout?
Barack went to Kamala. Was like, if you don't poll well, you're getting pulled.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. That's a possibility. I mean,
Barack
again, it's
runs
still
the Democratic
it's still
Party.
the party above everything else. Wait, you're saying everyone you've spoken to in the hood is voting for Trump?
Yes. So I don't live in like a liberal area, so weed's still illegal. All this, and I buy weed occasionally. But yeah, every guy I talk to.
And you think the guys
is
who are
fucking voting
selling you
Trump.
weed are going to take the day off from selling weed to go vote?
You never know, man. Times are
Yeah,
changing.
yeah.
and to go have
They
their
made
name
that-
and
they
address
made that
registered
very
somewhere.
clear.
That seems like probably a.
Chicago's going by numbers. Chicago's changed a lot.
Yeah.
It's all turning, like a lot of the gangsters are turning Muslim now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't. You see Trump walking out. Well, he's not. It's memes, but he's walking out to the 50 Cent song. I can't. It's not-
Many
Many
men.
Many men, yeah. Dude, he
Yeah,
was what's
I
that
mean,
guy,
people fucking love that
Aiden
shit.
Ross.
They stick
Aiden
a bullet
Ross.
to his
He
ear.
was on with Trump, and then Aiden brings
Right.
up Young Thug and how the DA from Atlanta is treating him unfair. He's like, yeah, I heard about Young Thug. Yes, all my friends told me about it. And how he knows nothing about the case, but he just like
He's like,
I've
very
heard,
unfair.
He just kept saying, he's like, yeah, I heard what's going on, and everybody's saying they're treating him unfair, and I'm gonna make sure they stop treating him unfair. All right. And then there's like 60-year-old white people in wheelchairs behind him clapping. They have
Yeah.
no idea who King
Yeah.
Slime
I
is.
mean, I'm at the point where I will not be even a little surprised if Harris wins.
oh, no,
I think she's gonna win.
Yeah, she's
I
gonna
don't know
win.
why. I have a feeling.
Yeah. I mean, again, she's, from
Which
the
ain't
looks of
good.
it, she is the she's
War is
the-
going to keep going on, which is not
she's
great.
the favorite.
Yeah.
So,
I think both either
Any
or get
chance
in.
they
It's going to
cheat?
be a shit show.
any chance they cheat? I mean, possibly. Yeah.
Buddy, I listened to the guy who called from the Alabama militia.
Crazy, huh?
I don't know if that was true, but
Dude, everybody's shitting on me saying like that was obviously a troll. I'm like, I talked to him for 15 minutes. I asked him so many questions.
He kinda had,
that he
like,
had like the quickest
plans.
answers for.
I mean, he's going to die if that happens.
Dude, this guy called my other show last night, and he's like, I'm in an Alabama militia, and basically he's like, if Kamala Harris wins the election, we have 2,000 people that will surround Congress and
Oh my
basically like pull a military
Yeah.
coup and put Trump into power and like with like heavily armed and all this shit. And I was like, but I was asking him a lot of questions. He was not like stammering, nothing. He was like, he had answers for every one of my questions.
Well, he's probably on meth, and when you're on meth,
he
you're
sounded
pretty.
he sounded pretty like level-headed.
Yeah, like
what
I
are you
have
gonna
a
do?
lot of fucking nuts call into the show sometimes. I'm like, I think I have a good idea who's like
Yeah,
fucking
he didn't
with
sound
me.
crazy at all.
He didn't sound crazy. He's just like very matter of fact. He's like, this is what we're gonna do. He's like, we have all these like different militias all over the country that are essentially gonna. There's like 50,000 of them between like Texas, Louisiana, Florida, and Alabama.
He was on Kansas too. He was throwing out.
Yeah, he's like all, and they're all gonna mobilize. And I was like, how you gonna?
The only thing I will
can
say is
kinda
that
see-
like he was like, yeah, a few of them been Marines. I'm like, no one's been in a fucking battle. It's like
Against the United States government.
Yeah, you change your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
When the Marine Corps sniper is going to your head.
But people always argue this. They say if there is some sort of like split off Civil War thing, they're like not all the Marines will necessarily fight
Sure.
for.
Yeah.
Like you'll have some people that are actually armed already in the Marines that are going to be like, no.
He said that about the National Guard. He's like, basically all this the state National Guardsmen. He's like, will join us.
No,
Where's a good place to dip to? Like, would you leave the country
I
if there was
think,
a
I can see a
Canada?
Yeah.
Because it's just like you could tell it, like the government's telling you, oh yeah, go shoot your family, and you're like, no.
Sure. I mean, again, they did this during the Civil War. The whole thing, brothers killing brothers, that whole deal. Like, this already happened, and they did kill their family members. So
I don't think it'll. I mean, listen, I don't think it'll happen, but
I mean, this guy was like the biggest thing that I was like, this is insane. Is that you're like, why are you calling
he
into
was
my
telling
show
the
and
truth.
telling me your
He was like,
plans?
yeah.
I feel like I've never heard of like a Civil War draft dodger where there's people like going to like Jamaica. Like, were there people dodging then too?
Johnny? I mean, Johnny's no.
Nah, there were real men back then. There's no
I mean, I'm
pussies.
dodging for sure.
Yeah.
That was, I think, Vietnam was when the whole like you had the whole hippie movement thing, and
Yeah,
people were
that
like,
was-
I don't want
The,
to.
I don't have- yeah.
pacifists,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
conscientious objectors.
They
and
took
whatnot.
acid and
Anyways,
became
I don't.
cowards.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
When
I
he-
don't think
when-
they might pull some.
when Trump got shot, I was like, there's no way he's losing.
well, that.
And then
but he was
this-
up against Biden.
Yeah, I know exactly. Now it's just all a big change, and I'm
There
like,
was
I don't
no
know.
way he was losing against Biden.
I was like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Nah,
but
he's
she
going
can't
against
like
the-
she can't speak well either.
I saw her tonight, man. She had a teleprompter. She hasn't had any like
No, she can
non-teleprompter.
do that. She can do
Yeah.
that very
He is,
well. But like she can't have a free conversation.
And the problem is like
Yeah.
Trump's playing the whole like race, gender card kind of thing, DEI thing, and like
Don't do that.
I don't know if it's hitting
I
us.
don't think he should back off that. He's
I don't think it's
hit
hitting
with
as hard
Liz
as you think
Warren.
it
No,
is.
When
he's got-
with Liz Warren, I think that kind of
The Pocahontas
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
good. Yeah,
he's got to mix.
But he wasn't running
He's
against
got to
it.
mix up
Yeah.
his play though. His play's already been had.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Get her
you
on
gotta
stage
adapt to
and
your
just
things.
Let her talk.
Yeah, I mean that's what he should have
Get her
done
on stage and just let her
in
talk.
2020. That was his
And-
biggest
and-
mistake against Biden was just not letting him just talk.
That was the thing when I said this debate. Which he did kind of. He did it. He was like, I go, just let him talk, and at the end, go, what was that?
Yeah,
What did you just say?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which he kind of did a
He
little
did that.
bit.
Yeah, he said, I didn't understand a word of what that was.
Yeah, just let him. And then with Kamala, I guess you got to kind of do the same thing. Just let her.
But she's like a little
Let her
sharper
talk,
than.
yeah.
But let her sing. She. Have you seen her like the things about?
Yeah.
Oh, a country is a country
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
Are they?
And
They are debating, right?
yeah. They have a debate.
He's gonna
on
debate her, yeah.
September
All he has
4th,
to
I
do,
believe.
all he has to do is let her talk, and then be like, "Can you elaborate on that more?" And then she's fucked.
Well,
'Cause now she
depends
has
how
to go
the
off script.
Yeah, but
depends
that-
on what side the moderator
The,
is.
the moderator is going to be on the left side.
Yeah, I think this is a Fox. I think this is a Fox. The first one is a Fox one. But
Oh, really?
No, I
wrong.
think it's ABC.
Or is it ABC? Oh,
ABC,
maybe it's
yeah.
Also, do you think they have earpieces for that? Like, do you think Biden has like any sort of like?
He's got a Neuralink, Biden,
Yeah.
just to keep him going.
Just to tell him to breathe. Just to remind him he has to breathe.
You think Biden's dead? There's a whole rumor if he's dead or not.
10% chance.
Yeah, I think there's a percent chance, but I don't think he's dead.
No,
The height thing wasn't as impressive as people said it was. They're like, look how tall he was in this
he is
picture.
pretty tall though.
No, I know, yeah, but there was the one where they're saying like he has a clone because they're
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
height and that height. I'm like, it wasn't that like off that I didn't believe it.
No.
I can see Biden have a big piece.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh,
tall,
yeah.
skinny guy.
Might be.
Those are the guys who always have the biggest pieces. And so that's why Jill's still with him. It's like,
Can you
fuck it, this
imagine-
Joe can sling it, let me tell you.
What's that?
Dude, Kamala being like the same strategy they used with Joe, which was shoot him up with a bunch of amphetamine. They try that with Kamala, and then that last going, her high on fucking meth.
Her
and then,
fucking
yeah,
jaw
that would
just
be-
going a million miles an hour. I mean,
yeah. Right.
She's kind of she's definitely like a pill mom now, but she's like a Xanax kind of mom vibe.
Yeah.
So if they switch it up with an amphetamine, like I could see her kind of like
I
locking
mean,
in.
definitely Republicans are on the defensive right now with all the calling them weird and all this stuff, and then they're like, "We're not weird, you're weird." Yeah. And you're like, okay, it's like that is a fair, like they're making fair points, but you're like, you're now on the defensive because you're now playing into their thing.
Yeah, everyone's weird. If you're in politics, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, for sure. Like everybody's like, "Oh, look at these weirdos." They want
wanna help?
You're like,
What a
they'll
fucking
be like
dork.
a drag queen, like reading a bunch of kids, and you're like, "Yeah, that is weird, also."
Yeah.
But they did it first, and they now have you calling them weird. All right, caller. Thanks, man. Phone lines are open, everybody. 1-888-949-2969. Lot to talk about.
There will be some
Or nothing
kind
to
of
talk about.
not riots, but there will be some like takeovers, I think, down south.
Well, from what I heard last night, they're going to be takeovers
but
up
like
north.
there will be a few like things going on.
Yeah.
I was planning on being out of New York for the election because I'm from Florida.
In New York, shit won't happen in New York. There's
You don't
no-
think
As long as Kamala
if Trump wins.
if Trump wins, there'll be protests. That's
No.
it.
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
be crying.
they're going
It's
to be
like
fucking
white girls.
smashing targets.
Well, fucking don't go to a Target. What the hell you want? Or go to a Target, some free shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Target
remember
windows are...
when the protests were happening in 2020, my dad called me and goes, "Did you hear they smashed the Cartier store?" And I was like, he's like, "Do you ever go to one of those?" He's like, "If you do, get a couple things for me, all right?"
Yeah, they. I don't think so. I don't. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Let's take another call. Hello, you're on the Bathhouse. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You're on the Bathhouse. What's up, man?
Hey, so your viewers yesterday, right, when the Alabama guy called?
Yep.
Yeah, your viewers were calling you gullible, and unfortunately, they were right.
Why was it you who called?
No, it wasn't me, but do you remember any of the details of his plan?
I remember some vague
Like,
details. I know someone said something like he said an AK-40 or something, but I saw that after the fact. But then I
mean,
but the phone lines were kind of like the
everyone should
audio
go
was
back
kind of a bit off last night, so I'd have to re-listen. I didn't re-listen to it, so. But I mean, again,
I went back and re-listened to it.
Okay. Because
But
it was,
like,
just to be
yeah,
clear, I took a
there's-
poll and it was pretty much 50-50.
Why can't we just say he was going to be true and let's leave it at that? Let's have fun.
I mean,
guys.
I took a poll of everybody who was watching, and it was like the poll was like about 50-50. Oh, sorry, man. Vincent says hang up.
I think let it be true. Let's go with it and let's have
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, again, he had like he answered all my questions pretty fucking quickly. Like if he was making it up off the top of his head, it was pretty impressive.
Well, my question is this: like, okay, so like, if you're, because my whole move would be like, if that thing's going on, I'd want to be in Florida because why would they in the South protest? Like, because everybody agrees.
Well, you
with
might get
there.
drafted into the.
Oh shit! I didn't even-
If you're in Florida,
fuck,
they're
that's-
going to draft you
that's
into
it.
the like
That's a valid
into
point.
the
The
insurgency.
militia.
Yeah.
And then
What,
what type
what
of
age
American
group is
are
that? I think my age group is like we're out of it.
I don't think they go by like standard age groups for a militia. They just have you
Oh.
seen militias?
I thought it was like 20. I thought it was like 80.
Yeah, there's
No,
always
that's,
like an old
that's the
draft.
actual
Yeah.
U.S. military.
Yeah, I'm good then.
No.
You can get a draft going. on.
Militias, they're like, yo, you look fine.
Yeah.
Grab a fucking gun.
Yeah, I was at a bar one time and they like they had a sign for their militia at a comedy show. And do you know Christoph Jean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like making fun of their militia, and they were like, there's guys at the bar that are like part of the militia, like standing up, but it was like 50-year-old guys.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
they're
young
not
people.
tip-top
Yeah.
shape, I don't
Yeah,
think.
it's a bunch of old guys and then like people like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Hello.
You were on the Bathhouse.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Basically, I'm an ex-lady boy. I want to transition back into my former form.
Okay.
I was a really ugly lady boy, and I was really, really bad at what I did. And
You were,
Doesn't sound like you're trying by the voice.
Yeah.
A little more effort in Jesus.
you were an ugly lady boy?
Well, I mean, I was already ugly to start with before I
ugly
became
stays.
a lady boy. But
If you're an ugly chick, you're gonna be an ugly
do you
dude.
think I could get?
Yeah.
I wasn't good at pleasing men as a lady boy. Do you think I could get back to my former
See,
self?
this I don't believe
Or
is
do you
real.
think that's
See,
Not
this
real
is-
at all.
This is the same guy
Actually, you
from
know
the
what?
Alabama militia.
I'm calling the guy from Alabama.
yeah, call him.
I'm calling him. I wonder.
There's a trans voice. It sounds like there's like almost like a nasaliness to it.
Yeah,
that
I
guy did not have.
He was
wonder.
definitely trolling.
Hold on. Let's see. It would have been
Imagine it was from like DC.
no, because someone
From Langley, Virginia.
someone on Twitter tagged me right afterwards, and their like handle was like Alabama something.
Oh,
Like they tagged me with a screenshot of it. What is the area code in Alabama?
Also, was the guy saying he was
201?
in the
What's
militia?
that?
yeah, he was one of the leaders of the militia.
205.
What a fucking retard for saying his ideas.
Yeah, but you don't know who the leader is. Like, there's no like public records of the militia.
205. Is that the only one?
There's hold on. 251.
Let's see here.
You know what? It's probably also a good idea. I was thinking this. They probably don't want to.
256.
If they get their idea out there, people will
think
vote
this
one way for
is-
not
I
wanting
think
to
it's
protest.
this
They'd rather not go to
one.
war. They'd rather Trump just be
Hold on.
president.
I think it's this one, but
Yeah.
I don't
So if we say
know.
these are our plans to like intimidate,
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. This is the number. I hope he's fine with me calling him. Pretty sure this is him.
Hello?
Hello. How's it going? It's Danny Polischuk calling. Is this the gentleman I spoke with last night? Did you call in a low-value male in the Alabama militia?
Yeah, I want.
So we just have some follow-up questions because a lot of people... You're on the Bathhouse right now. Do you ever watch the Bathhouse? Because everybody... You're the talk of the town,
no.
man. You're the talk of the town right now. And a lot of people think you're full of shit. I didn't.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Just so if
And
believe
Chris,
you.
Chris,
just so if it's true. Chris Scopo says you're
Chris
true.
watched it.
Yeah.
And so we have some questions. I don't know if we call you do we catch you at a good time?
You're good, bro.
Okay, thanks, man. And this isn't some kind of gotcha or anything like that. Just so, because people, so you are part of an active militia, correct?
Yes.
Yes, in Alabama, and like I'm trying to.
The whole thing was I listened to the replay
what
today.
do you say to the people? What do you say to the people who think you're a troll, if you are a troll?
Y'all need to wake up because, I mean, our country's in shit right now.
Yeah,
And because, I mean, most of these kids day and time, I mean, take me, I'm 25.
okay.
You guys think everybody that lives up north or people that have been brainwashed by the left, y'all need to get your shit together before crap actually goes down and y'all don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, before we got fucking men beating up women in the Olympic boxing.
Just getting shot at by guys with Bucky shirts and shit.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, Chris listened to the whole interview.
Yeah,
so.
I thought you sounded pretty like real, so I was like, I don't think this guy's faking it. But what, like up here in the north, it's obviously different than down south. Like, is anything changed down there where you're like, this is bullshit, this country's changing, or is it kind of the same? Because up here you could definitely see it's changing.
They're not as brainwashed as the north are. Put it like that.
But what do you mean by brainwashed though? Like, what is going on?
what do you think he means by brain?
No. I want to know, like, because like up here, they like, I'll give you one small example. The CVS is up here. You can't fucking get anything. They lock everything up.
The ice cream's like under lock and key.
Yeah, everything's locked. That's annoying as shit. It's really annoying. Like down there, is stuff like that changed? Like not like along those lines of like, do you see shit going on down there that you're like this?
Like
what's going
basically converting to from a high trust society to a low trust society. I think would be a good way of putting it. Caller, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Care to comment on Chris's question? Like, what are the like? Are your changes more like you're worried about the country, not on a local level? Oh, we got poor network connection.
Yeah, we're not really worried about anything. We're worried about the country in general.
Sure.
You did say one thing yesterday that's kind of true. BlackRock is buying up all the land.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
They are,
Which is a big problem. But I don't know. From what you were going to say about what you were going to do, you're going to get killed. So...
I mean, they know what they're getting into, though.
Yeah, I know. But
obviously, they know that it's they would be the underdogs in this scenario.
Yeah.
And again,
I just don't know how to stop BlackRock. How do you stop BlackRock?
Because you mentioned the Constitution last night, and then I think I randomly saw some post about essentially like the Second Amendment, and like there is an element of like the founding fathers, and again, I'm Canadian, so if I fuck this up, I apologize. But where there's a level of tyranny where it's like up to the people to eventually have to stand up to them.
Yeah, but it's too late for that, though.
Well, apparently it's not.
All right, but anyways, if it is too late and you guys are targeting New York, can you start with Bushwick and Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's
Go
the worst.
there first. They're the worst. Just wipe Bushwick out.
I'm on the edge
Actually,
of
we had a
Williamsburg,
question.
due east.
Get Williamsburg and Greenpoint while you're at it.
If things go your way, do you guys start having like a draft? Because Michael over here, he's from You're from Florida.
I'm from Florida. Yeah, I'm
So like,
27.
if you guys
Yeah,
kinda
when do we sign up?
You guys take over. Like, are you going to start drafting people?
No, you can just sign up.
You sign up.
I mean, if y'all want, like, take everybody that's in New York City right now with all the illegal immigrants taking over the schools and shit like that.
Well, my question is this. Okay,
and
so
everything.
can I hop in here for a second? So I feel like I've noticed people actually getting less liberal up here. Maybe it's just my social maybe it's just I feel like I've seen people take it a step back. Like COVID was terrible.
It got pretty intense.
COVID was crazy, yeah.
But I think here's the thing: is if Harris wins, then that'll just have been a blip, and we'll be continuing further more
Into
liberal.
World War III.
Well, in terms of just like if you're thinking of it like a spectrum or whatever, if she wins, we'll be going more to the left, I guess this way. And then if Trump wins, it'll kind of maybe, in some people's opinions, be kind of putting the brakes on things. And we don't know because I guess, that's what you have an election for. I don't think he thinks it's going to be like you won't consider any Trump loss. Like, is there some Trump loss that you guys would be like, that was fair and square, or no?
There would be some, but mainly for us in the South, as long as we get the border under control, we don't really care almost about anything else. We like our peace and quiet, and as long as you don't fuck with us, we're good.
Do you think the assassination attempt was just a lone gunman, or it was done by the higher powers?
Deep state.
We actually got proof that he was actually orchestrated by Antifa.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Wow.
I would think not Antifa. I would think something higher than that. Kind of a cabal network.
Yeah,
they want him
like
out.
a deep state.
Deep state. They want him out.
That's what
they want him out. There's something about them trying to kill him where it's like they really don't want him to be president.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like the fact there weren't like somebody in the Secret Service seems like they were against him. If there was like, it seems like there's people in his own party that want him dead for like not securing that area enough.
Well, it's yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a couple people in his own party that do want him dead. And the kid was actually a Republican supporter, but he was paid off by members of Antifa that work for the left.
Wait, so quick question. So if he's getting paid, but he knew he was going to die, why would he risk, like, what would be the payoff if he didn't, like, ideologically believe in what he was doing? Yeah.
Well, one thing, he was just a kid that didn't know what he was doing. So, one thing, he didn't have a silent, and he shouldn't have missed that shot. Anybody can make that shot. He shouldn't have missed it.
Yeah, I mean, from the mock-ups or whatever, it just had to do with the fact, like Trump was literally, when the bullet left the barrel, he was dead to rights, and then just him turning his head. But yeah, I mean, the fact is, we don't know anything about this kid. Still, it's been how many weeks?
Did you guys see the picture where he was also like trans, like he also will like cross dress and shit?
Yeah,
like
but he
that?
was wearing this like gun.
It is weird.
YouTube shirt.
There's no social media on him.
Nothing.
There was 3 encrypted codes of from passwords or something like that on different self. That's fucking weird. Too.
That's
why I was like, oh, this is like a deep state thing.
Oh, yeah, shit got wiped out.
Yeah.
So
the more Alex Jones speak, the more I kind of believe the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's right about a lot of stuff.
Just
he's
one
wrong.
thing. He was only wrong about one.
But he really fucked up with that one thing.
That was the worst.
He fucking swung and missed big on that one.
Yeah.
Well, what he said initially, I'm sure you heard him say this. Alex Jones was saying that what's going to happen is there's going to be like a false flag attack from the right to discredit the right.
Yeah.
Like that would be like the next step.
Well, that would be they're like blowing up black churches. So okay, so I'm gonna let you go because I know we're intruding on your.
Hey, don't go to Queens though.
Yeah, don't go to Queens.
Yeah, stay out of Astoria.
We're good people there. Actually, a lot of Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Trump's from Queens.
Anything you want to leave the people who think that you are either a Fed, which a lot of people said that, or a troll? Any just parting words?
And any like social media where if anybody
No
interested can
social
sign
media.
up. Anybody wants to sign up, let us know. Do we get a gun if we sign up?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just, everybody, y'all just need to wake up. Y'all need to wake up before it's too late.
Here's the deal. A lot of people are woken up. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. It's too
You
late.
can't
I'm the person he's talking about. I'm not voting. So I'm like that.
Because the whole thing, like that dude was like, right now, but back in the day, it was easier to control 1 million people than it was to kill 1 million people. Right now, it's easier to kill 1 million people than it is to control 1 million people. So for them,
that's why he's saying you gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Like you're going against drones and sound wave weapons and shit.
Hold on, let him talk. Go ahead.
But you see, I don't want a lot of casualties. We want less casualties as possible, but we want people to start standing up and fighting. Even if it's just protesting, that helps.
Sure.
I mean, because...
If you go to Bushwick, I got your back. Let me know.
Because killing people is like a last resort. We don't want deaths. We're all Americans. So us killing each other won't really solve nothing.
We could just shoot up a couple
If
coffee
we-
shops, send a message.
No. Only people that actually stand against us and they pose a threat fully.
All right. Well, thanks for clearing that up. I know some people still think you're. I don't know how much that changed, but I appreciate you picking up. Thanks.
I think you're real.
Yeah, I think
I
you're.
believe you.
I think you're the real deal.
But my Tommy gun don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
For everyone that's in New York City, I love your city. You got amazing pizza and everything out there, and I love your amazing Thanksgiving Day parade. But y'all need to start.
Was that a message? Thanksgiving Day parade?
Let him talk.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
But y'all need to get all your illegal immigrants that y'all got up there out, so you can take back over your city.
Here's the
because
thing.
they're just screwing you all.
Buddy, here's the thing. Here's the thing. No one really wants them in the city, but the fucking lawmakers decide. We can't do shit.
Yeah.
Well, you got to vote.
Yeah, but this city's so Democrat.
Yeah,
It doesn't
so-
matter.
yeah, I
It
know.
doesn't matter. The
Well,
Democrats won't
Giuliani
win.
was a Republican.
Yeah, I mean,
Like shit can hit a tipping point where people are like, "All right, we've gone."
but
Even
if
like
we-
normal
Republicans
people are
were-
like,
Republicans and
relatively good.
Democrats weren't that like hostile towards each other anymore.
Right.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was not like you
wasn't
vote
like-
Republican, you're a fucking
it wasn't
devil.
the craziest
You vote
thing in the
left, you
world.
vote right. You're really
Wait,
yeah.
I have a question. So you're stressed out about New York and all the illegal immigrants coming here, but would you consider taking a trip to New York, feeling it out, seeing if it feels as bad as everybody says it is before
Yeah.
protesting?
Have
Well,
some chicken over rice with the
kind of
white
see,
sauce
be like,
first.
maybe this is
Well,
kind of
no,
like.
well, he lives in the South, so he's probably seeing like, does Alabama have a huge influx of migrants, of illegal immigrants or whatever?
Actually, we don't. Thanks to all the country folk out here, we don't really tolerate migrants and shit.
But here's the thing, though.
They're too scared.
It's not as bad as the media says it is up here.
No, it's localized to certain areas.
Yeah, it's not like they're just migrants are just running all over New York City. You
I mean, they are
kinda
at Times Square.
They're in Times Square, but you kind of barely see them.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge city. There's so many fucking people here.
So don't make it. The news is like fear mongering.
Yeah, because
They
it was
want
like
you
a
to
short
fear. They
period
want
of
you to
time.
fear, but it's not that bad up here.
Yeah, there was like a short period of time where you just see them out, like having tent cities out in the middle of fucking like on the scaffolding.
Yeah.
But then they clean that right up.
Yeah.
It is nice. They do kind of buy with the money they have, and then they kind of sell loose candy.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
side.
you-
It's kind
and
of
buy
nice. They get a little candy bar.
Buy some M&Ms. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking up.
I'll let y'all go.
All right, later, man. All right, I don't know if that changed anybody's mind.
Well, all I know, I'm
think
not
it's legit.
going to the
Here's the thing,
Thanksgiving Day parade.
if I called into a show as a troll, I probably wouldn't pick up when they called me back.
Or I'd probably be like, that was
Maybe.
fun. That was fun last
See,
night.
I'm trying to gauge
Yeah.
accent wise because I'm like I've been to Alabama a bunch.
Well,
It's kinda-
his
He's
area
from
code
Alabama.
is Alabama. He sounds
Yeah.
like he's from Alabama.
yeah. He seems sincere. I would guess that he's sincere.
I believe him.
And I was saying this initially. I was like, well, if you had a plan to do militia stuff, why would you let people know your plan? But if your whole point of the plan is intimidation, then it makes more sense. Like I think this guy would much rather everybody just go vote for Trump. So he's like, let me get it out there a little bit that this is what could happen. if Trump
Basically,
doesn't get
whoever
elected.
wins is going to be protest. So that's great to hear.
Sure.
Yeah.
But these protests, if you believe him, mean
Those are
bu-
going
A
to
lot
be more
worse than-
entertaining.
mean business. Hello. You're on the Bathhouse.
Am I in the bathhouse with Danny Polishchuk?
Yes, you are.
Oh, well, how about that? Good deal. Hold on one sec. What's the good word, Danny? This is Chris from Dallas calling.
Chris from Dallas, how's it going, buddy?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm well. What do you want to talk about?
Good deal. Hey, I got an idea. A couple of us in chat were curious if, is there any likelihood, assuming the 41% of voters last night are correct, and that guy is, whether he's real or not, you might be interested in posting like some sort of warrant canary that alerts as to whether or not you've been contacted in some capacity to hand over that dude's phone number or something.
Oh, you're saying, I was actually, when I was at the gym today, I was legitimately thinking of like, am I going to get a fucking call from somebody or somebody?
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I assure you.
I mean, his verbiage, he said he was going to paint the Capitol red.
Yeah. Whoa. If needed.
You know what's so
if
dumb?
needed.
I'm so like not into guns. I was like, was he gonna fucking paint the Capitol over? I was like, that's stupid. Why are you gonna paint the Capitol over?
He was talking
It's
about
like
box
vegans
trucks,
and like people against like
yeah, they were
cruelty.
like, but I don't think he was saying a bomb or anything. I think they had box traps for just like.
He did say the box trap was gonna blow up the front
It sounded
gate.
like a Sam Hyde sketch.
Yeah, hey man, I don't know. I mean, like if I'm forced to hand it over, if it's, I suppose.
Also, is anybody like, this guy's fucking 25?
So?
Well, no, I'm saying he has like passion in his heart, but like there's funner things to be. I don't know. I
But
guess
he's like in a militia. It's not
Buddy,
just him. He's
that's
just the one who
his
called
militia
in.
is his passion.
Yeah.
Why is he the
Have you
leader
ever
at
been in a
25?
He's not the leader.
You know how
Oh,
fun
okay.
that is?
No, he said
No,
he's
he's
one,
just-
last night he goes, I'm one of the leaders.
Oh, one of the
the
leaders.
militia.
Okay, so then maybe he's the leader.
You know, that's
I don't know.
called a revolutionary.
Yeah.
The whole James Madison was when he signed the
How
Declaration
old?
of 21.
Yeah,
There you
all those
go.
guys
Look at
like
that.
21, 23. They're all in their
Yeah,
20s.
there you go, man.
Yeah.
It's like, and they were at the time, they were considered
The
terrorists.
oldest person was George Washington at 44.
Yeah,
That's
and,
the oldest person.
and how are those guys considered at the time?
They were, if they lost, they would have been hung.
Yeah,
They would have
right?
been terrorists.
They would have
So
been
this
terrorists,
guy
right?
could be on like a $1 bill one day.
Yeah.
Do I get to be
So
on the
Danny,
double?
I have a question for you that may have been better suited for last night, but it's an argument I've heard you repeat time and time again.
Yes, go ahead.
And on the surface, I think it makes a lot of sense, which is that the migrant crisis in New York or anywhere in the country or your home country of Canada, it's strictly coming from an economic standpoint due to aging populations that need an underclass of workers who are going to keep delivering DoorDash orders and fulfilling those roles in the underclass.
Essentially, yes.
You bring this up all the time.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you make of. So, I mean, there's all these eyes on Southport in England right now. If you look at what's going on over there, I mean, they're subsidizing all of these foreigners who, many of them have been there upwards of a decade, haven't worked a job once. I know
mean,
part of
here's
your
the thing.
argument
I'll-
is just based on consumption.
I will push back on
but
that.
what do you make of all these people who
Here's the
like,
thing.
aren't doing
Here's-
anything and are just a drain?
Here's the thing. I'll push back on that because that is, in my opinion, a small minority of them. I think most of like the people who come over, even like obviously if they come over illegally, that is a different issue. They're here illegally and they shouldn't be. But you know, there is an asylum system in this country. You could say you don't like the asylum system and it's being gamed and taken advantage of. Fair enough.
It's
But
hardly an asylum system anymore.
whatever. But we're saying like they're actually like many migrants are not technically coming over illegally. They're taking advantage of the system because they're claiming asylum from whatever, some Central American country where they're getting, you know, they might be getting killed or whatever.
But you understand as well as anybody, these are economic migrants.
Absolutely. 100%. Because if they
I mean,
weren't,
how
they
many of
could,
them
they
are
could
fleeing
look,
war in the
like,
Middle East,
look,
right?
I've been to Mexico City. It's fine. They could have easily stopped there. Like, I could live in Mexico City, no problem, happily.
Well,
it's a nice city.
There was a rule where if you come from, like, say, Venezuela, you're like, I'm seeking asylum, and you go through Mexico, you have to stay in Mexico.
Yeah, but
And
you
it
have to. But you have to go to Mexico. They got rid of it.
No.
I mean, you have to go through
You have
Mexico.
to go, but yeah, they got rid of that rule of like.
They got rid of that rule, but
That's why they're over here now.
Yeah, that's why they're over here now. But I'm just saying, like, they're economic migrants for sure, in the sense that, like, yeah, the most money to be made, and a lot of them, like, I was talking to when I was in Phoenix, this comic who did a spot on the show. He's like, yeah, he was Mexican American, and he's like, I have cousins who are like coyotes. Like literally, he's like, I didn't even realize it, but when I was a kid, I would go over to my aunt's house, and in the basement, there'd just be like 10 random kids who I'd hang out with, and I'd never see them again. Because it was like a waypoint, essentially, for them to like get.
Oh, the cartels make so much money.
Tons of money or whatever, right? But so, I don't even know what my point was. But essentially what I was saying is like, there's just like, it is an economic, this is what I was going to say, is that he's like, a lot of them who come over, their whole plan is to just work here for 10 years and like 10 of them share a 1-bedroom apartment, make tons of money, and then go home. Like they're literally trying to extract.
They all just send money home and they go home.
They send money home, but then also like they're just trying to literally live as meagerly as
My mom
possible.
used to work at a warehouse where there's a lot of like illegal immigrants that just come over like to work warehouse jobs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she's like, after like 15 years, they just go back home.
And
they
they're set for-
buy
and they're like
a
set for-
house,
yeah,
they
they're
buy
like
a
set for
convenience
life.
store or something.
Well, then
and they
actually
just
the
go.
word migrant would make sense because it kind of bugs me. People say like just say migrant, not immigrant, but migrant means you're not planning on staying where you're traveling.
Yes.
That's like the distinction between the two words. So migrant actually does
and
make
I think
sense.
that's kind of a thing that they're maybe doing on the left is to try and paint them as migrants when, again,
Some
if you're
do plan
coming
to stay,
over
yeah.
like to take advantage of the asylum system, and many of them will stay. I still generally lean towards the fact that like most of them are not criminals. The problem is that some of them are like, and there's been pretty documented cases of like people who are like literally like, committed murders and snuck over the border. And again, I committed murders. I would also try and sneak over the border if I thought that was an
If
option.
I knew I was getting $1,200 a month, I go back over the border.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I hopped to Mexico. They're like $1,200 a month. Let's fucking party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So, anyways, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but
though.
that's the thing. A lot of them come here and they don't even have to work, and they're getting like 2,000 in food stamps, 13 like that. Like they're getting so much help.
Yeah.
and most of them are not even working. I see most of these guys. They have newer clothes than I do.
Yeah.
and I'm like, you just crossed the border and you have like fresh Nikes
Well,
on. Fresh
Geo,
clothes.
and I got to rob them.
Hey, I'm not starting my
Welcome to New York.
Good idea.
Welcome to New York.
You want to stay? You got to pay the tax.
But yeah, anyways, like certainly there's a real issue, and again,
do you
America.
think they're going to let them vote? Because they were saying that they're going to let migrants
they're
vote.
giving-
And who are you going to vote for
They're
when
giving
it comes to an election? You're going to vote for the
Democrats.
people that want you out or the people that are giving you all this free
well,
money?
they're giving. I don't know if it's gone into effect yet, but I was talking about it last night. But they are giving as of either this month or it's already in effect. Where if you snuck over the border, married a U.S. citizen, and have been here for 10 years, normally it used to be that to apply for a green card, you had to leave. Right, and so you'd have to leave, and it could be like a year or 2 years. Now they're giving them to you without having to leave. So, and that's like tens of millions of people who are just like, bam, green card, and they came here illegally, but they are married to a U.S. citizen.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like unemployment too,
Yeah.
where it's like some people use the system correctly, but some people can take advantage. Like I got unemployment and I paid for a hotel room to like have sex with a lady.
Sure.
So like that's what I
But
use
you
that
pay,
money.
but you pay into that.
I-
Like that is
right,
your
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Like
So if I
you
wanna be
literally, they
dumb with
take
it-
money every month from you if you work a job, so
That's
that if
true,
you
too.
one day
Yeah,
need
yeah.
it, so you're like, that's your money.
I guess that's different than
That is not this. This is people who are like you have a birthright to that because again
You
you
got
are
a birthday
American.
to bang that girl. Jesus Christ.
Now,
You
what
make me-
country
you
was
have no
she?
idea
How
how
bad
good
is
myself right
banging
out.
girls.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Dude, literally, for like months I was like, I'm a fucking piece of
That's
shit.
my
And I'm like,
money,
no, that's
pussy.
my money.
That's my
Yeah,
money,
I
pussy.
fucking heard that.
is
All right.
true.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I
So
just should have been hit it from the
right?
back.
Yeah,
I'm
he
a
did-
fucking
He
patriot.
doesn't hit her and go, hey, you want next, buddy? No one tells me that.
I have no shame now. Thank you. I needed that.
yeah, you should feel bad about that. But anyways, yeah, I don't. My conspiracy theory is they're just trying to prop up the economy by allowing them in. That's kind
No,
of.
I think they're trying to buy votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to buy votes.
But
I'm
the
just
voting
in Texas.
thing
We're
is
there
such a long game.
everywhere.
What's that?
And
Say that again.
I'm just in Texas. Where they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm also on heroin, and so I deal with the criminal ones, and I'm there every day.
You're in
And
Dallas, right?
they're
So you're on
living
heroin?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. you got
And
back on? I thought you
it's
talked
like
to
nine to
I was just
nine
talking
to
to
a
Derek
single,
about you.
a studio apartment.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm doing drugs, so I have to
Yeah,
deal
I'm
with
not
these
doing so
migrants.
So you're on heroin right now. Currently you're on heroin.
Are you on heroin right now? Did you talk to Derek?
2 days sick. Yeah, no, I'm not doing so well.
Go, seriously, message
but,
Derek. He will help you out. Like
He'll get you some
Yeah, I
heroin.
did, and then I fucked up, and I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I know
dude.
it's tough, man. It's tough. I know.
But
But
I'm sober too, not from heroin.
I'm
but
29, and I started when I was 18.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, dude, my biggest fear forever was being like 33, waking up one day and getting like another 30-day chip And now it's like, fuck, dude, it's around the corner. But what about home in Canada? I've become really fascinated because this anti-Indian sentiment is like overnight, like a switch was flipped.
Buddy, can I be honest with you? You have better things to worry about than Canada. You got to worry about staying sober.
Well, my whole Canada Twitter is, I said it last night, but it's like my whole Canada Twitter is just people shitting in the streets.
This is the thing
everybody
with heroin,
videotaping people shitting in the streets.
What's going on up there?
So there was in Wasaga Beach, which is
How
like,
easy is it for someone like you to tell the difference between the Indians you grew up with who are legitimate Leafs fans and, like you said, Canadians, versus the rural villagers who arrived on a boat yesterday?
well, the difference
I mean,
is
it just night and
generations,
day?
because like, you know, the friends of mine who were born in Canada, they're they're as Canadian as I am, but you know, there is definitely an assimilation issue, especially like, you know, a lot of immigrants come to America, they come to Canada, and they don't speak English, so then they become super like insulated in their communities because they're like, it's the only people they can really, you know,
I have a joke about Queens is like the most diverse place, but it's like not. It's all it is you come from wherever you're from and move to a part of Queens and make that area look exactly like where you're from.
For sure.
That's all it is.
And that's why people are mad in Canada, because there's all these like, they keep seeing Indian people who, you know, again, they do, some of them defecate in public in India because, I mean, previously it was for plumbing issues, but then they even tried to like certain like provinces there, they were trying to update the plumbing and they still wouldn't do it. Like, it's just, there are cultural differences.
You know what?
So everybody's like, well, you come to Canada, now you shit in the fucking toilets. And then some people are like, we don't. But again, like, nobody I know, and I know many Indian people, like, none of them are doing it. That's for sure.
You know what's funny? I saw a guy riding one of those like e-bikes hard and like on the highway the other day. And I was like, he was an Indian dude. And I was like, this is like fucking easy for him.
Yeah.
Instead of going to
Also,
India.
I'd like to add, living in Manhattan, the amount of times I see human waste, like, all over. Like, you see it all the time. And, you know, that's...
It's not Indian people.
Not Indian people.
yeah.
No. So, I don't know. Again, like, Canada's in a similar boat. They're even more worse off economically. Like, they need to keep their Ponzi scheme going even more so than America does. So they're just like, they're taking in fucking millions of people a year for a country that's like 40 million people.
Yeah, also, buddy, you got to worry about yourself.
But yeah, seriously. We got to get you off the sauce.
But
I know it's hard, but
that's the thing too. I think politics
I'm
applies
trying,
a good
man. It sucks.
escapism for some people. So it's like you can't avoid your real problems with getting really involved in politics.
Yeah.
It's a good distraction.
It is a good distraction, and you know,
I love doing heroin. And
It's
watching
funny
like
when you.
Alex Jones or fucking.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Anything political. When
It
you're
is
on
funny
heroin
when I
is great.
see in the span of 2 minutes 5 videos of someone just shitting in a park. I'm like, that's hilarious. But,
I saw a kid
Here's
pissing in
the
the park the
thing.
other
It's
day.
like you could at this point say, okay, you could be with the supermodel of your choice with the best wine in the nicest hotel in the world, or you could be in a dark motel with unlimited tar for a whole weekend.
Oh,
It's like it's such an easy. It's just it's tough because when you do it, you go the rest of your life knowing what it feels like, which is awesome, by the way. And forgetting that, it's just
I mean,
tough,
it
you know
must
what I
be.
mean?
Buddy, it must be fantastic.
It must be so good.
I'm gonna relapse after talking to this guy right now.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever hear Mike DeStefano's joke? They
No.
like ask him. They go, "What?" He's passed away, Mike DeStefano, but he's like,
the
"What's
puppies.
heroin? What's heroin feel like? It's like getting a blowjob while puppies lick your face."
While you're on a cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't want to bring down the mood, Danny. I
That's all
appreciate the
good.
call.
Thanks, buddy. Let's take another call. Hello. You're on the Bathhouse.
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up? Who are we speaking
Danny.
with? Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. I'm up in Northern Ontario here.
Here we
I did
go.
work
All
for
right.
you,
What's up, bud? How you doing, kid?
Hey, what's up, kid? All right, we got eyes on the ground over there. So what's the shitting in the streets?
Popping a few darts here, bud.
Yeah, smoking a couple darts. What's the shitting situation?
Fucking hey. Oh, it's doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing good, bud.
I've got a story for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Up here in Northern Ontario, we have you guys won't be privy to this in America, I don't think, or maybe. Anyways, so there's something called the Robertson-Huron Treaty.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the treaties between natives and English Canada.
Sure.
From about 150, 200 years ago. and a court decided that they weren't honored. And so about 30, 40 indigenous bands across the north shore of Lake Huron will be getting $10 billion from the split between the Ontario and federal governments. And, well, not and, that's about it. And so the population of all these people, which includes me actually, because I have two great grandparents who are Native.
Do you have your tax card?
I do.
Nice.
I have status and band membership, and I could elaborate on that. And let me tell you, it's a economic windfall. Like, it's great.
I mean, so for people that don't know, if you can prove your lineage, you basically don't pay sales tax.
So are you getting part of that money?
I do not. I do not pay the provincial portion of the sales tax. That's right.
Right.
And so every year, I keep all of my taxes whenever I buy something. I bought a Chevy Silverado, and I submitted my the receipt for it, and I got $8,000 back. That's the tax.
That's not bad, buddy.
Yeah.
As an example.
Pretty good. And so, are you going to get some of this money?
I am. So. I myself will be getting just over $100,000.
Fuck off!
Oh my god!
Holy
shit! My sister, likewise. My brother, likewise. My cousins, I have 6 cousins. They're collectively they'll be making $1 million. Because it's $10 billion. $10 billion divided by shit. I'm sorry, I don't have the number in front of me, but it's like not on your hand counting, but it's something like 50,000 people or something like that.
Now, why is this money coming to you guys? What happened? What do they do?
Basically, like it's reparations. It's literally reparations.
No, it's not reparations, but it does sound like that. But I'll tell you what it was. The Robinson-Huron Treaty, the Canadian government said you will get a percentage of all the profits of mining and forestry in your area. And this is for 200 years. And they gave them, each native got $4 a year, which did not obviously account for inflation. $4 200 years ago was a lot.
Right.
But it was $4 and continued for 4 years. I mean, for 200 years. So the courts decided, whoa, you have to account for inflation. And when you do that,
that's just the compounding.
$10 billion.
So how much have you gotten in your life? Is this only a one-time payment? Or
do you get free do you get free university?
I do. I am highly educated
you get a lot
because
of
it.
Question: how much Native American are you?
He's not Native. Well, he's First Nations.
First Nations. Sorry.
So I have 2 great grandparents. I'm the low bar. Like, I barely fit in. And let me also tell you this.
Yes, I was going to say, if you get
you're a ginger. I know we met.
Picture him with like a black Native American hair.
Dude, the Native Americans look at you and be like, what is this fucking ginger doing?
He had feathers on his head. I don't know why I pictured it.
What is this?
I pictured him with like feathers on his head and stuff.
You hung up on him?
The chat forced me to.
Why?
They're just
because I did this thing where then they forced me.
All right.
That's kind of the American fuck up.
I wanted to know how much more like if you're 100%.
I don't think no, it doesn't matter. It's like you don't get. They're not distinguishing. Like if you have your status card, you're in. Like you're in or you're out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think like if your parents are both, then you get more money. It's just like
he's walking up with a ginger.
That's
fucking
a
hair.
lot of money though. $10 billion. I mean, and again, so I imagine that doesn't stop.
But I would say he would not get it every year.
Well, they said $4 a year though, and then so they must have the current like annual price that they're still going to get annually.
It's just a one-time payout though.
Well, one-time payout to make up for the last 200 years.
Oh, okay, so it's just like back pay.
Back pay with
what
interest.
if he's like Wolverine? He just every 200 years he's still alive, and he can get this payment.
Hello.
Oh, snap him on. Hey, Danny, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, so what happened to your shows in Vancouver? I thought that was supposed to be this coming weekend.
No, they were rescheduled for. I'm gonna be there later in the year.
There's actually a First Nation comic that got it.
He's making $50,000 that night.
He's getting the reparations for that. You know, you hang on the reservation, but and your grandma just has to win world.
What's that?
I said in honor of my favorite Jewish comedian, I was going to use my free coupon to the comedy.
Oh, well, I'll be there later in the year. I'm just waiting for them to give me the dates. But it'll be
okay, right on. We'll have to
I'll
get my eyes peeled.
I'll be back. Are you First Nations?
No, I'm not. I'm not First Nations, but I do work on First Nations land.
What do you think about them?
Come
on,
buddy.
this free money.
This is a safe area. Come on.
How do you feel about a ginger First Nation guy getting $100K
of your money?
Of your money.
Well, it's not his money.
Wait. How is he ginger?
Chad forced it.
Okay.
Chad forced my hand.
Chad forced your hand. All right.
Yeah, all right. That is crazy though. 100. I mean, that's the thing is, I wonder if America is going to have a similar reckoning.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Well, you guys are kind of like
there's way.
Even in the 5 years I've been here, like I've seen things. Like I know you guys are like,
Can I be honest with you? If that
the
happens,
casinos.
that would be a civil war.
But I know that you gave them the casinos or whatever. But they also have the casinos in Canada. And if you asked me 15 years ago in Canada if they're going to do this, goes no.
Well, how much worse were you guys? I think you guys were worse to them than we were.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I've heard some stories. You guys,
didn't you guys give them fucking blankets with measles in them?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember us doing that.
You guys killed them too, though.
Yeah.
We had a school play, I remember when I was a kid, and a Native American guy played Christopher Columbus. Like, that's how hyped people were back then. They're like, yeah, Tanner, fuck it.
Yeah. All right, we got Mark on the line. Oh, actually, he wanted me to play a song. Mark, you there?
Yo, I'm here.
What's up? Low value male producer Mark. What's up, dude?
I just want to comment on the red-haired Native American thing. That's not actually all that strange. I actually had a guy on my... Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I had a guy... I had a guy on my podcast who is Native American in Canada, and he's a part of a tribe that technically, according to science, doesn't exist. They're extinct, right? And the reason why is because they have all these similarities to like people from Iceland and Wales. They don't want to admit that there could be like European-ish Native Americans, but that's the reason why you have some red-haired traits.
Well, I know, like I believe in Canada, the Métis Indians are kind of like a bit of a blend between European and
because they walked over the Bering Strait, right? Is that why?
I don't know if they mix with
Europeans.
Well,
no. This
By the way,
would be Atlantic Ocean, so the Bering Strait. So the Bering Strait's in the Pacific. The Atlantic Ocean is what we're talking about, and they would have just sailed across the ocean. The Vikings did it. All sorts of people did it. The Native Americans possibly did it. But the Beothuk people in Nova Scotia have a lot of similarities to Icelandic and Scottish people, which is something that this gentleman I spoke to, he got fired from his job as at university as a professor when he got a DNA test and said, look, I'm Beothuk. The Beothuk aren't extinct. They're like, no, your people are actually extinct and you're fired. For that? So, yeah,
that's why your country sucks.
Yeah, they fired him.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Your job's extinct now, pal.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the tough argument because people always say like my ancestors were raped by white people. I was like, well, that means your ancestors were also the rapists. You don't get to choose which side of the rape you were on.
That's a good point. Your ancestors are rapists.
So they were raped by their ancestors.
These hot Icelandic Vikings came over.
They don't want to admit. Yeah, they don't want to admit that any Europeans before the Spanish came to America, so that, the Vikings and all these other groups of people, sure, they came here, but they didn't have sex while they were here. That's, because, these big, huge men are going to come and see all these beautiful Native women and not do anything. Come on, that's crazy. So, yeah, there was plenty of Native American tribes that have, like, European traits, and a lot of those tribes were targeted specifically, but...
Yeah, because that's what you go on vacation for. You get on vacation to fuck some different pussy.
What's that? You want to play your song?
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark made a low value male rap intro.
All right, good. I can go get a drink.
And can I play it from this phone? No, I have to play it from this phone, right? I got to play it from this one, right? Hold on, I didn't think this through.
That is kind of crazy that the money they're getting and stuff like that. That's fucking.
What I was saying is, so they like the natives in Canada were definitely like the lowest rung of the ladder for my whole life, and
were they
kind of with George Floyd-ish Trump kind of timing? Like, dude, in the LGBTQ in Canada, they changed it to 2SL. It starts 2SL GBTQ, and 2S is Two-Spirit. So they took the front of it. Like, they're the beginning of LGBT now.
Two-Spirit?
They could say it's Two-Spirit. Like, they're like the original non-binary people, essentially.
But weren't they getting money for a while from you guys?
They got money, but I'm saying, like, they were still kind of not... like, they weren't... like, they make up, like, a crazy disproportionate amount of our prison population.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, you know, a lot of reserves are, like, really rough shape. So, anyways, we're going to play the song. People in the chat, let me know what you think. This is the Low Value Male rap from Mark, the producer.
Where are the low value men? Like, what are all the low value men up to during these trying times? Because the high value men, I know they're around. They won't shut the fuck up. Low value men, I have not heard a word out of. I'm starting to think I'm on their side. I think I want one.
I haven't heard this, by
I
the way.
want a low value man. They don't make podcasts. I haven't seen one low value man make a podcast. Do they not know how to use microphones? I've never seen a man.
What happened? Oh, someone's calling. Hold on. I didn't know he hung up.
Microphone for good.
Until now. Live shows for the lows, dive pros and rabbit holes. BYO bros a solo, no homo, a promo, off-tempo talk show. Hello, don't be a bozo.
People keep calling. Sorry, people keep calling, which is
On the line
fucking
with
it up.
Danny podcast, virtuoso, going loco, no photos with Danny Magic Mojo. Sit back and take a toke slow, crack a brew and evaluate. Low value mate, fuck the show's late.
Sorry.
Call in, test your fate. On toe, producer Mark's Chief and Fronto's pronto. Danny's phone, Bill Higanto. Sydney to Toronto, Kaslav's ranting merrily. Hilarities, Rube sharing rarities. Heresy, conspiracy, talk therapy. Politic disparaging, rhetoric off the metric. Open-minded skeptics, meme deplorably. Danny Magic metaphorically, with the Lord in me. Pause, press play rewardingly. Tell your dudes accordingly. Super chats keep our GD magic out of poverty. This is low value male, no gals who wail, pals who bail, pass go no jail, off scale, wop Jew, bro no fail. Truths unveiled, call in and let your thoughts sail. It's low value male, off the scale, bro Juno fail, bro Juno fail, low value male. It's off the scale.
Can you do Irish and a Scientologist? But like, can I do the? Do you have to do the Jew stuff? I don't want to sound
Every
ignorant.
day's a holiday. Every day's a vacation. Every day's a holiday. Partying every day.
Alex Stein, everybody.
Joe, the lawyer from last week. How you doing, man?
My mother-in-law is a piece of work. Dude, get this transgender agenda. Elliot Page came out on a day with 53.
He was given a very strange phone call.
Really?
And, yeah. From a monkey. Can they replicate it in a lab?
Yes, animal to human transmission happens all the time. If you don't believe me, lick your dog's butthole.
Whoa. It's a
That Martin's
family
correct.
show.
Yeah.
That is a huge flex for libertarians.
I was gonna marry a girl, then we tried to go to Vermont, and then she cheated on me.
Oh, recently?
No. Oh. This was like 15 years ago. Oh, forget about it.
Who cares anyway? Shit's too stupid.
I never stopped thinking about it.
Dude, really?
When the nights get cold, you
You
think.
probably have like a collar, right?
Yeah. We got a lot. All right, that was.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I like
I don't know if the chat loved it, but
did the chat like anything?
They like some stuff. Oh, we lost Mark. They like some stuff, yeah. Anyways, he obviously spent some time making that, so
yeah, good for him.
Figured out
Good production.
Yeah,
Really good production.
yeah. I think he got really high last night and just.
You made that whole thing in one night?
I
If you
think
made
so.
that in 24 hours, I give
Yeah, it
you
was-
props for that.
Yeah,
That's
we had
pretty good.
That was Spud.
What do you say,
and
Drew
Billy
Wop,
McCusker.
Guinea? What-
We had Martin Shkreli, Alex Stein. A lot of. Anyways, the phone lines are open. We lost about 20 viewers from that.
You got 20 views and almost one guest.
Yeah, I lost 25 viewers.
Almost
Hello.
didn't come back.
Hello.
Hello, Danny.
Yo, what's up? Who are we speaking with?
Sean from Pittsburgh.
Sean from p-burg. What's up, man?
Fucking Yinza.
Yinza. What's Yinza?
Yinza is a Pittsburgh guy.
Hey, man.
Yinza.
Never heard that before.
Hey, so,
I thought that was like a Jewish slur.
So what's up?
no. Hey, so I just wanted to, can I call in and, can I tell you a joke?
I want to
Sure.
hear. I want to tell you a joke. Yeah. You want to hear my joke about the ocean?
Sure.
How do you pay to hang up
It's
on
too
them?
deep for you.
You don't have to pay. I don't. Oh, I missed it. We were talking over the punchline. What did he say? Too deep for you?
Thank God.
I think that's what he said. Yeah,
I think that's what he said.
yeah.
Too deep for you, and then he hung up. All right. Well, it was left a little something to be
it
desired.
was not the greatest.
Yeah. I mean, we're still waiting on Rubestar. I hope Rube's not dead or something.
Who's Rubes?
Rubestar calls in every week with
Oh, nice.
different story, and we haven't heard from him. So, someone just said the same thing. Where's Rubestar? Hello. Hey, you're on the Bathhouse.
You seen any of JJ's Man on the Street videos?
Have I? Of course. How can you not?
I haven't seen him, but I just heard JJ Man on the Street.
Well, they're not really man on the street. He just walks around saying he's not a pervert.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he interviews people.
He should. He's really good at negging straight guys. I had him on my podcast, and I broke. Like, he called me ugly for like an hour, and I was like, okay. And by the end of it, I'm like, I'm fucking hot.
Yeah.
I bang chicks. And
I
I'm like, oh,
mean,
you're just trying to bang me.
He's using his gay Jedi mind tricks.
It's
on you.
amazing. He's really good at it. He's
And, I mean, he looks like a gargoyle. So
yeah. But it's like you say you're fucking ugly. He's like, I don't care. I don't care what you think of me. And I'm like, there's no winning this fucking
He's
thing.
in your head, man.
Yeah, he's so good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you wanted to call about? It's like the Chris Farley show.
You know when you did that scene in the movie?
That was awesome. Hello.
Baby, I'm so sorry. My MK Ultra Ultra just
What do you say? My MK Ultra what?
So I didn't want to hear any more of that, to be honest. I didn't think that was necessary. I think we had a good vibe, and then probably the song.
The song kind of ruined it. Yeah. It was a good song, but it ruined the vibe.
It was well done.
Was MK Ultra in Canada as well?
It's a good question. I don't think so. I think it was an American program.
No, I mean, if you want to,
I think every country had their own program because I know like the Russians were doing it. Like
I don't think
Israel
Canada. I don't know if Canada did.
Canada
it.
wouldn't do anything.
They
like
wouldn't.
that.
We're too nice.
No, come on.
We wouldn't do something like that.
Maybe
Hello.
syrup, buddy.
They'd beg them for information. Come on, buddy. Come on, tell us, man. Don't be like that.
Hey, what's up? You're on the Bathhouse.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going?
I went to my first, pretty good. I went to my first AA meeting tonight.
Congratulations.
Quitter.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It was all right.
Fucking retard, honestly.
Yeah, my name.
You dumb fucking.
It was kind of.
Listen, I ain't clean off the heroin. I can talk shit.
Yeah, that's fine. Scopo is probably the only sober person here. You sober? No.
100% sober.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What was your DOC?
No.
Booze and coke.
I
Now
didn't
I see why you're on
speak.
edge.
I felt like I was gonna
Take a sip, bro.
So how this guy's crazy. How was it? How was your AA meeting? And why'd you go? What was
It
the
was cool.
impetus for going? Just kind of getting shit together?
Oh yeah, I mean I drink too much, only just beer. But anyways, my neighbor is a pastor and he's real cool. I like hanging out with him, so I just went. But I didn't speak. I felt like I was gonna make alcohol. It sounds too much fun.
Dude, yeah. When you stop drinking, you stop having fun.
Really?
Like the fun kind of slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
You're really selling this.
Do you drink non-alcoholic beer?
No, because I don't want to even.
You don't even want to get in there. I mean, definitely like whenever I'm at anytime I'm at a bar at even 1 a.m. and I'm like have had maybe a drink or two, I'm just like, this fucking sucks.
It's like you remember everything. So, but
see, I've never like blacked out or anything. I'm just
I
like
blacked out hard,
I'm
dude.
just like
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I blacked out so hard.
Like the thing that's fun about this whole thing is being drunk, and I'm not drunk.
Like
so
I don't
then-
know if he says he went to AA, but like you might not need it. Like people like
Oh, you want to know what I did?
There's people that need it and don't need it.
Yeah.
I did this. This is a real shitty thing. There's a thing called not AA. It's called moderation management. It's like if you don't want to quit drinking, you can tone it down a couple steps.
And you go to meetings?
No, there are meetings, but I just followed the program and not like to a T.
Yeah.
But like
Is it like no beer before noon?
Yeah. It's very fucking big.
Only drink when the sun goes down.
I went to a bachelor party in Key West and was just like, I need to make some changes. And I did that for like a month. I just took a month off drinking. and follow the little details with it. And I think it helped. Like, I'm not telling you not to.
What's your caller? So,
what's your intake?
Yeah, what's your intake like?
I just Bush Light. Just
Bush Light. So light beer.
How many days a week? How many days a week?
How many days a week are we talking about?
Oh, all day, every day.
Oh, yeah.
He might have a problem.
Yeah, generally, anytime someone says their drink of choice is any light beer.
It's medical to quit what I got. You know?
Are you gonna get the shakes?
You get shakes?
I would have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you get shakes?
So wait, if you're saying you'd have to go somewhere, so then are you still? You went to AA, but you're still drinking?
Yeah, I'm still drinking.
Yeah, I didn't know that is a big thing. I didn't know. I had a
You
friend
can die.
in AA.
Yeah, you can have seizures and shit.
Yeah, you can
like
have seizures
that.
and die.
Yeah,
It's serious.
I've seen some people that.
No, dude, I had an older friend that died that way. He tried to go cold turkey after 40 years of being way in. And I was like, dude, he started getting sick. I mean, he was shitting himself, falling off the bed and bloodying his face. We had to take care of this guy. He was like kind of our hero. But
damn,
man, he put himself right into the hospital. And he got out finally after some months. And then he started drinking again. He was like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm going to die happy. I've had a good life, you know?
Well, the crazy part is they give you, like, some people, they give them benzos. My buddy went to, like, a weird rehab where he was getting fucked up and stopped drinking, and they gave him, like, benzos to get off of drink, which is, like, a weird kind of,
weird.
Because your body you'll have, like...
Because that's the other thing, like that's
delirium
dangerous.
tremens.
Is like if you like Xanax or Klonopin, you can die from the withdrawal.
Yeah, you have to have
Those
like
two are
a
the worst.
taper thing. Yeah,
That was like Jordan Peterson. He was like he almost died from
because of Xanax.
Yeah,
I heard that's the worst withdrawal ever. And I've been through like heroin withdrawals dozens of times. But dozens lives on and off for almost like 10 years. And this kid I knew he would take Xanax a lot, and he says it's all mental. So it's like with heroin, it's all physical stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can take like Benadryl, anti-diarrhea medicine and some, you can kind of get through it. But with Xanax, there's really nothing you can do. It's a mental fuck up.
Well, yeah, you have seizures really bad. I have some friends that had
alcohol
seizures.
and benzos is what gives you seizures if you quit cold turkey. So you have to go to like an inpatient and they give you drugs to make sure. Because I remember I was in a rehab and the guy fucking had a seizure in the lobby coming in to check in.
Yeah.
And it was like the wildest shit ever.
I'm always so thankful that because I have a somewhat addictive personality,
I'm not
but
that bad.
alcohol was never.
Yeah, alcohol was never.
Alcohol
my
was
thing.
never a thing where I'm like
Coke either, because I would have died if I was addicted to Coke. Because like I've always had
my problem was
a lot
like
of Coke.
I would just drink and like I would have then I'd be like, oh, let's get Coke, but it would go from like 8 beers to like 6 beers to like 2. And after like 2 beers, I'd be like, I want Coke right away.
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta fucking stop.
You're
this
like
right now.
they just you're doing them.
Yeah.
My thing is,
you know what's fun to do, by the way? If you go to AA, only do it with a friend. You just turn to him after the AA meeting and go, you want to get a drink?
The thing I don't understand is people say, okay, you could die if you go cold turkey with alcohol, but is the alternative just like slowing down like you do with like Xanax?
You wean yourself off? Or?
I would say you got to go to like a fucking inpatient. They would take care of you.
Okay, so you're like watching it to make sure you don't.
How many caller? How many like beers a day are we talking about? Like a case?
Oh, a case.
What do you do for work?
Paint houses.
You kill people?
He's just getting drunk all day
Not
at
from
work.
New York.
He's just getting drunk all day with migrants and shit.
So you're drinking a case, and so do you drink light beer because like if you drank a case of regular beer, you would just be like blacked out.
No, I don't even get drunk. It's retarded.
Oh, that's the thing. I guess once you're like so far.
I can drink it.
Yeah. No, you get drunk. You just don't know.
I don't have a.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Your life is drunk.
I used to tour in bands and stuff, and so you're at the bar every night. So I just got used to, going to the bar and then coming home and drinking a 12-pack, So it's just been in me a long time. Then I was like, did a lot of house painting where you can drink at work and fucking kick ass.
Jorge's drinking, Felipe's drinking. You might as well get out with
How
them.
bad have you fucked up a house one time?
You ever
fuck up the house?
Paint the wrong color.
Nah. No, dude. I mean, like, I remember one night I left the bar and I was like, I'm going to go paint this fucking apartment. It's empty. And, dude, I ruined my leather jacket, but the paint job looked fine. Like, I don't know what it's done.
Did a good job.
He just made this cooler that he's wearing a leather jacket while
Sure.
he's getting shit-faced alone.
So
I don't think you got a problem.
I mean, it's tough on your liver, though. Like, your liver is
you're gonna
eventually...
die at 55, but I mean...
How old are you?
51.
51.
Yeah, but I mix up. No, you just buy electrolytes and mix them with your beer.
This guy solved alcoholism. He really did.
Wait, I have a question. There's a lot of alcoholics say they don't get, like, do you get hangovers in the morning? Like, or is your body so adjusted to being drunk so
No.
often that it's like...
Yeah, because you wake up and
when
keep
I wake
drinking.
up in the morning, yes.
You get a drink. You ever drank
No,
when you were
you just
hungover?
wake
No,
up and-
totally.
Goes
I'm
away.
saying I'm still hungover for that time period. So is there any
I
gap
don't
in your
get
drinking?
hungover.
Doesn't get hungover. There's no gap.
So
Okay,
you're...
when I
Like
gap
Danny
and
never
drink,
gets hungry.
I
There's
get
never
the
a
shit out
gap.
of it.
Do you... But there's... I'm saying there's not even a 5-minute gap where you feel like shit and then you start drinking?
Oh yeah, like if I try to not drink in the morning, like I might start feeling like I have the flu at some point.
That's
like
withdrawal. That's
sweating,
withdrawal.
and then
Right,
you're
right, 'cause, like-
cold. Sweating and then you're cold. Yeah.
Because the more often you drink, it's really an unrewarding system. The better your hangovers are. If you don't drink as often, your hangovers are horrendous because your
Sure.
body's not used to the alcohol. So I'm
Right.
wondering if your body's more
Yeah,
used.
you just get accustomed to it, I guess.
Yeah.
How do you drink
No,
water?
I'm just. I always have alcohol in my bloodstream.
Does he drink
so,
water? Yes,
yeah.
light beer.
I don't-
He drinks tons of water.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's light beer. It is water.
Like, he's getting all the water he needs from the
Very
beer.
true. Good point, Danny.
How many beers did you have today? How many did you drink today?
Oh, let's see. This morning, maybe 4 or 5. Like into the day, I took a nap, and then I had a couple. Then I went to the AA meeting, and then I'm having my next one now. Maybe I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know what's the sad part about like an alcoholic?
Not too bad.
There's a part
It's
of
not
me.
too bad,
There's
yeah.
a part of me that's like, this fucking guy. I wish I had his life.
Yeah. So did anything from the AA meeting kind of stick with you, or you think like maybe I'm gonna?
Yeah, kind of the same thing that you're saying. But what's the name of that other one that's similar to AA, the moderation thing?
Moderation management.
MM?
Yeah.
Moderation management. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I am part
It
of a
was
Facebook
cool,
group
like-
for it. It's all alcoholics that just don't want to quit. Like, it's all people like...
Yeah, they just want to manage. I mean, I had my ex. She or one of her friends. This guy. We would go out and he was like really bad alcoholic, and we would go for a lunch. And he would drink like lunch would be over, and he would have like fucking 10 empty buds in front of him. Budweisers. Like it was crazy. You'd look and you're like, we just went for we had like a burger, and for we were there for an hour, and he's just like 10 fucking
You know,
buds.
a lot of that, it's like if I had like one beer, I get tired.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
might as well if you drink like 4 or 5, like you're not gonna get tired.
I mean, I'd be wasted if I had 10 fucking beers in an hour. I would be
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
that's
be able to
drinking.
walk out of there.
But this is like
Tolerance,
you're like
yeah.
a fucking
tolerance.
amateur drinker.
I am.
That's
Yeah,
LeBron James right there.
Yeah, that is LeBron James.
It's like I think you sound like an alcoholic, but I think there are people that also just have a drinking problem and they're going through a period where they're drinking too much. They can
like
cut
how
it
how much of your drinking do you feel is ruining your life besides the health stuff?
Actually, I'm so functional at it because I've been 30 years in the fucking game.
Yeah.
So it
got a lot of
doesn't
people
mess up my life. I mean, except for like, mom and dad. They live in town. It's a small town, and of course, they can't help but worry.
Sure.
But
Do you have a family?
I don't really drink. I don't drink in front of them. You know.
Do you have a family?
I respect it.
Kids, wife?
I do not. No. I have a cat and a dog. I do have a girlfriend, kind of.
Does she drink? She a big drinker?
No, she can't. She's vaccine damaged, and she's got blood on her brain, dog.
Damn. From the COVID vax?
Yeah, no, yeah, she started getting dizzy after, I was like, okay, when did this dizziness start? Like, and she's like, oh, probably 3.5 years ago. And I was like, oh, right after you took the vaccine? She's like, yeah. And so, yeah, she got dizzy and fucking broke her face, and now she has blood on her brain.
No.
And, God damn it.
Damn, that's
But so she can't drink anymore.
So you got like a designated driver just all the time, it seems like.
I don't even want her to drive right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if she's supposed to be driving. either.
She's getting dizzy, falling on her face. It's like, yo, hit
least
the
she hasn't had
highway
any
at
beers today.
80 miles per hour.
Terrible driver.
It's like, babe, I know I had like 8 beers, but let me drive.
Yeah, she's not a good driver.
Well, I was going to say, in your
dude,
mind, like, there's two routes, right? You could be like, because to me, the idea of getting sober completely just sounds terrifying. I think maybe for a lot of people it seems that way. Like, would you consider trying like a month without?
I don't think he can because he'll go through
Well, I'm saying
withdrawal.
like with an inpatient,
I have to, with that, and
like a rehab.
My preacher, I would have to go to a center, but my preacher told me, he's like, you can't cut back, and you just can't cut back. It's not going to work. And I'm like, God damn, he's probably right, but I don't.
No, he's 100% right.
I want to believe it.
Cold turkey.
Yeah, you kind of either, like you'll never be able to be a guy who just
be in the hospital.
like you'll never be a guy who's like you sort it out where you can just like on the weekends.
Yeah, also, you're not going to like your job anymore.
That's true.
Painting houses sober is not as much fun.
Like, you get high.
Yeah,
smoke some
you ever
weed.
thought about just smoking weed?
Some people can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't
Functional
like
weed,
weed.
right?
Weed's not my shit. I wasn't into weed.
Yeah, it just didn't do it for you. I mean, yeah, everybody has
Yeah, I
different
like
reactions.
it.
You like it?
Man,
All
look,
right.
look into that then, bud.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah, smoke some weed.
if it goes well, call back in at some point and just let us know how it's going.
Sweet. Appreciate your input.
Cool, man. Godspeed.
Good luck.
That was the most positive guy we talked to.
Didn't want to overthrow the government.
Painting houses in a leather jacket.
Painting houses.
Shit-faced
Literally
drunk.
gainfully employed.
At 1 in the morning.
I don't know what his gun situation has a dog and a cat.
Fucking living the dream.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like you can be a functional drug user.
I know a
Alcohol user.
lot of functional alcoholics.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My father's one.
My aunt's ex-boyfriend was a functional alcoholic. And then he died of
Well,
liver disease.
eventually,
but-
the health part catches up to you. I think that's unavoidable.
That's-
Hold
I
on.
mean, that is like you can be a functional drug user.
I know
Ray,
Functional alcohol. Yo, what's up, guys?
how's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's chilling.
What's going on over there, man?
You guys got me.
I'm getting PTSD.
Oh.
I just got. Sorry, Gina. Yeah, so Ohio just passed legal weed, and I went to the store today to go buy some.
Where did Ohio pass legal weed today?
Yeah, it was passed already, but it's like finally open. Like you can buy it today
Okay.
for recreation. And I went to my spot, and you used to be able to just like open it and look at the stuff, and now you can't look at any of the jars.
They don't
unless
have
you
it
a
under those
medical
little
card.
like magnifying glass things, where you can
No,
like in a little
nothing like
box.
that. You're just looking at pictures online. It's fucking horseshit, dude. And it was so expensive, but I just took my mom because I thought it'd be fun. Oh,
So no good.
yeah, it
So
was like $80 though.
for how much?
Sorry, I think there's a big storm happening in Cincinnati right now.
Okay. It's kind of raining.
Or some people are stealing shit. Oh no, that's an ambulance.
Sounds like an ambulance.
Are you in your car right now?
No, I'm sitting in my fucking what's it called? Balcony.
On a balcony. So the weed's no good. Did you buy? You bought it though? Did you smoke it?
I bought it. I'm smoking it. It's pretty fire.
Oh, so it's good. You just didn't get to. You kind of have to take their word for it.
Yeah, and there was no first time customer deals. None of that shit. It was fucking whack.
That kind of stinks. Yeah, I mean, New York is here. Do they have any unlicensed dispensaries here? They have. I think they cracked down a lot of them here. I think they
Yeah,
closed.
they're going down on a lot.
They
There's
had
a lot of
so
stings.
many here, And I mean, even in LA, I was saying like they did some LA Times did some like investigation, and like even the legal ones, they were testing them, and they had all sorts of fucking chemicals in them.
I just like spray them with like K2 and shit.
I don't know.
K2 is dangerous.
Dude, we smoked it as a kid. Like some kid have a seizure, they're like it's part of the high. Like that stuff's like homeless guys still do it.
I know regular people that do it because they're on like parole or probation, so they can't smoke weed. And K2 doesn't come up. You have to have like a specific test.
Yeah.
And they're not willing to pay for it. So they all fucking smoke K2 and they just get brain damage from that shit.
When I was a kid, my parents would drug test me, so I'd just do weirder shit. I'd just be like, oh, I'm going to do cough medicine.
Your parents would drug test you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's white.
They're
white people like putting their kids in the system.
No, my parents never did that shit.
Yeah.
But you're Italian.
It'd make you just do worse shit because you're like, oh, well, acid doesn't show up. But cough medicine doesn't.
Kid?
Yeah.
Were you getting in trouble
I can't believe I can't imagine it was out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was out of nowhere.
They did it before I started doing drugs.
Did you get in trouble by the law? Were you like were you like arrested a bunch of times?
No, but I'm saying before I started doing drugs. I mean, I did shrooms and told on myself, but before that, they were drug testing.
Were they like religious people?
Not particularly, no. I think they were just like, I grew up in like a nice suburb of Florida, so kids were just doing drugs. So I think they were like, oh, we're going to start drug testing you early. And they got the idea from my cousin because like his mom was doing it to him. And but every kid that does that just does weirder drugs. Like there's no getting around that. Like they're just going to do cough medicine, whippets, or like something's not going to show up.
I only started doing weird drugs when I moved to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My parents started testing me for drugs in like 7th grade because I got addicted to Counter-Strike.
The
video game?
Yeah.
I got full blown addicted to Counter-Strike and like a couple other games. But I was like playing Counter-Strike competitively on like EC and shit back in the day. And I didn't give a fuck about school for like 2 years. And they thought I was like doing like hard drugs.
And you're like, no, I'm training for a profession. But you probably couldn't convince them. You go, no, this is like, I can make money doing this.
Like doing drugs. I'm not even getting pussy, Mom. Like, what do you want?
So they started drug testing you. That's not very cool, though.
Dude, they had a program in my middle school where they would put their kids on probation. Like, they wouldn't get in trouble, but they're like, oh, you're acting up in school. And the parent would be like, yeah, drug test them monthly. I'm like, why would you want to do that to your own kid?
I guess they're worried. I mean, I imagine it comes from somewhat of a good place, but yeah, I could see how that could backfire.
But why not do it to put them in the system?
It was weird because my dad was like a musician and like, you know, this like rock, weird, crazy guy. And then it was also like, I wasn't allowed to have anything on iTunes until I was like 16 or 15 with cuss words on it.
Really?
Like, oh yeah.
That's probably like an overcorrection thing.
Even though your dad was a musician?
It was.
Wait, your dad was a musician and he drug tested you?
Yeah.
And
his music probably sucks.
No, rest in peace, Mojo Nixon.
Oh, that's your father? Oh, my bad. I didn't know your pops was dead.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. Now you feel like a real asshole.
I feel like a dickhead.
Were you doing so you weren't doing drugs when he tested you, but they continued to test you, and did you do other drugs because you were getting tested? Or were you just like it worked for you, so you actually didn't do any drugs because you were drug tested?
Yeah, well, in like ninth grade, I got my shit together and stopped playing Counter-Strike so much. I figured out what girls were. Finally. So like, that helped. That helped a whole lot.
Yeah, chicks aren't super big into Counter-Strike.
Some are. Look at Ninja's wife.
That's true. Well, she's into the amounts of money.
Yeah, well, if he stayed the course, he
that's true. You could have been Ninja.
Didn't he get in trouble for saying Ninja?
I didn't stray. I lost my virginity to a girl I met at a Dungeons and Dragons game.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy would have stayed the course. We've been better off in life.
So, I mean, I guess there's hope for people, is what we're saying. All right, Rafe, I'm going to let you go. We're going to wrap this thing up. Later, man. Actually,
later.
Let's take one more call. Last call of the night. Who are we speaking with? Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, it's Bliss.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. What's up? You're on the Bathhouse.
Yeah. What you guys talking about?
What are we talking about?
What hood you from, sir?
We're talking about AA meetings, overthrowing the government,
Kamala Harris,
Kamala
drug
Harris, drug addiction, lots of stuff.
No, I just want to say this. This is the last real, live podcast left.
This is the last
You guys
podcast.
are gonna fucking change the game.
This is changing the game. All right.
We need you guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, not a lot of people do call-in shows. I'll say that. But there are a lot of good podcasts. All right. Thanks, man. Is that all? Okay. All right.
The crazy guy didn't call, right?
Who's the crazy guy?
You said there was a
Rube.
crazy guy.
Rube did not call. Yeah, this is the first time in a while. Rube called last night, but I don't see.
Can we do a wellness check on
Rube
Rube?
I'm worried about him. He must be doing something fun. He's probably getting some ass right now. I bet you. He's getting after it. Where can people find you guys?
At Chris Scopo, all social media.
And I'll
Right
post
there.
that below.
Geo Perez 86 on all social media. Subscribe to my podcast. On the Gate, on Gas Digital, use promo
Derek
code
Drescher,
OTG.
he was on last week.
Co-host Derek Drescher. Another
Actually, you know what? I
fucking-
can take this call because this person has been trying to get through for a while now. Last call of the night because the last one was a dud. Hello. Yo, what's up?
Where can people find you guys? Chris Scopo, all social media.
Yo, turn down your speaker.
You got an extra plug. Is that
Hello. This person's been calling in for fucking an hour.
Oh, he was just listening.
Got through.
We just heard ourselves.
All right, Mike.
Morning Good Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Michael Good Comedy on social media.
Cool. And I've been Danny Polishchuk. Shout out to our lovely producer, Johnny Glover, the Southern Lover. Without him, we could not do this. We will be back next week, everybody. Let's do a wellness check on Rube. Actually, don't do a wellness check on Rube because the last time he bit a cop. So I take that back. Do not wellness check. This guy's trying to call back again. Should I pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a chance.
All right. Let's try this. Hello. No.
What a dick.
All right, what a dick. All right, that's been the show. Thank you. Shout out to the stand for doing this. Shout out to all of you. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode of the Bathhouse, 9 p.m. live from the Stand Comedy Club Green Room at 9 p.m. Good night, everybody.
My shit heroic. Empathic abilities, yeah, my face be also stoic. Bleep, blow up, nigga. That just means I'm working. They see me as a leader, so that's why I'm Captain Kirkin. These tracks from the stars, that much is for certain. You can feel this hit if you up or if you hurting. I'm raising my stock, not talking my feet in some Birkin. Number Johnny 5 got a fucking short circuit. Bring the track to life when I spit phenomenal. When I hit, she feel that shit in her abdominals. These rappers make me laugh like comic view, they comical. You know I got a ball out, I hit the track running just like Sonic do. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried to down me on some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, then they tried to down me on some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, I'm pulling up fresh on some flight shit.